What's up, YouTube? This is Too Raw for TV. They did it. The team that I have been telling you from the beginning of the season was one of the great historic teams the league has ever seen, has achieved something that 80% of you all said would never happen. They've punched their ticket to the 2025 NBA Finals. Shai Gilgeous-Alexander scores 34 points, grabs 7 rebounds, dishes 8 assists. Chet Holmgren scores 22. Jalen Williams scores 19 points. So the big three came through. And not just as far as scoring production, but efficiency as well. And the Thunder came thundering out of the gate. I thought this was going to be more of an attrition type thing. You know, you might hear me in my video earlier. I felt that the Thunder were probably going to blow them out, but I thought it was going to be more of a attrition thing, you know. As the game grinds on, the Thunder's defense would slowly wear out the Timberwolves. I didn't anticipate what actually happened, which was their defense came out there and was just nasty. I mean, from the get-go, the Thunder's defense was hellacious. And it wasn't necessarily that the Thunder offensively were pouring it on, especially early on. It was just their defense, man. Unbelievable. They got almost all of the 50-50 balls early on in this game. Now, in the third quarter, the Timberwolves made some defensive adjustments. And I'm not going to say they got back into the game per se, but they were chipping away at that, 65-32 halftime lead. But for much of the game, the problem was outside really Julius Randle, who had a good game offensively. In the fourth quarter, the Thunder's offense clicked on. Now, they didn't shoot very well, particularly from outside. I think they were 14 or 35 from downtown, which isn't bad. You know, I think that's like 33%, maybe, off the top of my head. No. What is that? 14, 35. Well, whatever. It's in the upper 30s, I think, or mid 30s. It's not that bad. But Shai, I think, was 2 or 4 from downtown. But anyway, the Thunder forced 21 turnovers for the Timberwolves. And I told you, one of the things I saw that was going to be the death knell for the Timberwolves, unless they corrected it, was if the Timberwolves were getting away with playing sloppy basketball against an overrated LeBron James Laker team, And then, a Warriors team that I still don't think they would have beaten if Steph Curry was available. They were getting away with that, but you can't get away with that with the Thunder. So at the end of the day, just too much Oklahoma. The defensive intensity was just, and they're just a much better team than the Timberwolves. I think Anthony finished with what was it, 19 points, 7 of 18, I think, from the floor. So he pumped up a few more shots. Still 1 of 7 from downtown, and so he's going to finish in this series, I think, under 30% shooting from outside. And the days that we compare him to Michael Jordan need to come to an end. Oh, I got to give a shout out to Alex Caruso, too. This was a big, big pickup by the Oklahoma City Thunder in that trade for Josh Giddey. Big, big pickup. I mean, he was all over the floor as far as, just help defense, getting in the passing lanes, just making life uncomfortable for whomever he was guarding and others. It got to a point where Minnesota was so discombobulated with OKC's defense that it was that you could tell they were getting in their heads, dribbling the ball off their leg as far as fast break opportunities, rushing putback attempts, missing layups. See, you guys aren't used to that. See, when you have I'm used to watching a ton of basketball where guys are missing layups. It's not necessarily that they're not skilled players. What happens is when you have a defense that's good at, poking the ball away, coming up from the weak side and, getting timely steals or deflections, or when I was growing up, a rim protector, a shot blocker, even if he's not there, the offensive player is thinking about it. So his mechanics are messed up. He's rushing shots or what have you, and he's missing point blank layups. Not because he sucks. It's just there's defense. That's why we always would say, if such and such was playing in the 90s, they would not be making all these easy, wide open, pressure-free layups. That's why I like the fact that in these playoffs, they have made a decision. They said, we are tired of these old heads talking about there ain't no more defense. We're going to let these guys play intense defense. We're not going to change the game back to the 90s, but we're going to let them play defense. And it's made for what? A much better brand of basketball. I mean, you still have your occasional 130 game, but there's a lot of 190s, 97, 94, 103, 100 games. We hadn't seen that in a while. So congratulations to Adam Silver, who looks like Roger from American Dad, for helping to make this decision. But anyway, Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, the league's MVP, makes his first NBA Finals appearance. This is the first NBA Finals appearance for the Oklahoma City Thunder since 2012 NBA Finals. Now, I predicted, you may recall, about 3 weeks ago, that the Pacers were going to go to the NBA Finals. Now, that has yet still to come to fruition, but the odds are in their favor that they're going to go to the Finals, unless the Knicks can come back and do the improbable. So we're still got to wait on that series. But if it is Thunder and Pacers, from a sports perspective, sports fans' perspective, it's a good series. Two great teams slugging it out. To the ignorant, moronic, casual fan perspective, it's boring because they don't have LeBron James' dick print to look at. You know what I'm saying? I'm seeing you guys already complaining, man, you playoffs are so boring without LeBron. Really? Because LeBron's game is so impressive to watch. Like, LeBron's game is just so enthusiastic and so exciting to watch. He has arguably, and I'm not being sarcastic here, LeBron has probably the most soporific game I've ever seen in my life. It's so fucking boring to watch him play basketball. It is. He's not exciting to watch. Kobe Bryant was exciting to watch. Michael Jordan was exciting to watch. Larry Bird was exciting to watch. Even Magic and Showtime were exciting to watch. LeBron is only fun to watch if you care about him from a stat sheet perspective. And that's it. A lot of these dudes, they weird. They just want to look at his body and shit, you know? But, yeah, that's about it. That's about it, man. So anyway, tell me what you guys think.